Syncing my voice to the hit in 3, 2, 1, hit. Anyways, this is Jamal116, and I'm here with another redstone creation. This time it's a little pixel art thing I made. Well, it's not really little, but it's a pixel art thing I made. Anyways, as you can see right here, I just got a little checkerboard pattern on the screen. It's nothing that much. So I'm just going to give a little demonstration of what it can do real quick. So we're going to use that 4x4 pixel up here. So I'm just going to come over here. It's on the bottom row, second to the left, so I'm going to hit the button for it. And then, oh my god, I got the hiccups. Anyways, that pistons and the pixel will pull it back in. Now if I go ahead and I hit it a second time, then it will just pop right back out. So that's basically what it does. There's more to it, and you can do it with all the pixels, but we've got some other functions down here. This one will clear whatever you have on the screen. So if I were to push it now, it would get rid of that checkerboard. This one will save whatever image you have on the screen right here. This one will erase whatever image you have saved, and that's just because whenever you want to save a new one, you got to erase it or else it'll mess it up. And this one will load whatever image it is you have saved. So I got one saved. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. It's going to lag out my computer for a little bit. Pistons are going to flip around, and it's going to give us nice big hi. So, hello YouTube. Minecraft says hi. Anyways, it's really not much to that, so I'm going to go ahead and clear the screen. And I'm going to erase this image. So our screen is clearing itself. There we go, it's clear. And I've just erased our image. So I'm just going to put something random in here. I'm just going to put a little L. Upside down L. So there we go. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to save that as our image. Give that a little bit of time. Then I'm going to clear the screen. And once that's clear, wait for it, there we go. Then I'm going to come over here and hit the load button again, and we're going to give it a little bit of time. Eventually it will give us those 3 pixels that I just saved, like that. So that's really all there is to it. Now I'm going to go back and explain how it works. Now basically it's all 64 buttons. So the 8x8 screen are exactly the same. So I'm just going to show you how one of them works and just follow it through all the different systems. Anyways, this is how it works. It's this giant massive redstone. It's amazing. As I said, it's not really small. It's pretty big. But basically, the way it works is that on the other side of this red wall from the buttons are these little trails. So when you push the button, obviously it turns on that trail and comes over here to this little piston T flip-flop. And basically you just put the input in there. It's got the 2 blocks with the dust on the top and the torches on the side. The 2 pistons facing each other with a block in the middle. Then there's a torch underneath, so that every time you push the buttons, the pistons will switch positions, and sometimes the block will be over that torch. And when it is, it will obviously be powering this trail, and this trail will come over here to the wall of pistons. We're going to make it morning real quick. Anyways, these pistons, basically, the repeaters behind them will activate the piston that it is directly touching, as well as the one right below it. And I'm moving the camera a bit. Anyways, so each trail will activate these 4 repeaters, because it activates 4 sideways and the 2 up and down like that. Now, that's how the basic buttons of the display work, but for the other functions, we'll get started. For the clear, what it does is it comes over to these AND gates. Now what it does is every display wire is also hooked up to the one AND gate. So this one's hooked up to that one, this one's hooked up to that one, so on. And so whenever this pixel is on, then it will turn off this torch of the AND gate. Now the clear button, which is this little tower thing here, when I push that button, turns off the other torch, which is the ones on the wall over there for all of them. Now, if the pixel's on, then both torches will be off. So it will come over here, activate this torch, which will come down this trail, goes underneath all this stuff, and then comes out here, and this wires it back up to the flip-flops, and therefore it will flip the current and turn the pixel off. Now, these repeaters are just so that I can carry the currents right next to each other without messing another one up. So that's how the clear button works. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which is the save button. That one also works with an AND gate. It's got this torch, which is directly hooked up to the input from this torch and this inverter. So it just comes through here and turns off this torch. And then the save button will turn off the other torch for all the AND gates. And basically the result of that will come over here and flip this RS-NOR / memory / whatever the heck it is you want to call it. But basically it will flip it, meaning that pixel has been saved. So this next tower next to it is the delete button. So when that torch gets on, it will power this wire, and since it's a memory latch, it will stay that way. It will stay powered. And I just bumped the camera again. I'm a terrible person. Anyways, and it will stay that way. And there's a tower for each and every RS-NOR. As you can see, there's the one over there. There's the one in there, and it just goes on for all 8 rows. Now, when it's saved, it will also take the input from this torch and the AND gate, and we'll drop it off right next to it, and then compare the two using this exclusive OR gate. Now basically what this exclusive OR gate does is pretty simple. If the pixels are different, then the current will be on, meaning when you hit the load button, it has to be switched to be in the right position. When they're the same, whether they're both off or they're both on, then the power will be off as it is right now. That means that when they're both the same, that the pixel is in the right position and it won't need to be flipped. So if it does need to be flipped, then the power will be on and it will come and deactivate this torch on the AND gate. And when I hit the load button, it will deactivate the others. So whichever ones have to be switched will flip this torch. And these wires come all the way over here. And they hook in into exactly the same currents as the clear button did through these torches. And it will basically just come and flip the current. These go back to the flip-flops as they did earlier. Oh my god, I'm really doing And it will go back to the flip-flops as they did earlier and flip it to do it right. So as you can see over here, since our screen is currently clear, this is what we have for the result of our save. So if you remember right, we saved the little L. There was one block here, and then 2 up here. So these are both the saves, as well as this one down here. And since the screen is blank, there's no current here. So since this needs to be changed, this is on. It goes over and turns off this torch. When I hit the load button, it will flip it over, flip the other torch, and now it's raining, and I'm mad. But it will turn off the other torch, flip the AND gate, and it will come over there up to the trail which activated the flip-flops in the first place. So that's really all there is to it. It's pretty big, and I spent a lot of time on it, so I'd like it if you could leave a rating and a comment. Let me know what you think. And obviously, I know there's plenty of ways I can improve, but be sure to let me know if you think of any. And other than that, that's really all I ask. So, this is Jamal116, and I am signing out.